Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Ocho, we talked about this last night. We didn't see it coming so soon, but the Giants head coach, Brian Daboll, has been relieved of his duties after blowing another double-digit lead Sunday in Chicago. Giants co-owner John Mara and Steve Tisch said today, the past few seasons have been nothing short of disappointing, and we have not met our expectations for this franchise. We understand the frustration of our fans, and we will work to deliver significant improved product. Assistant coach, offensive coordinator Mike Kafka will serve as the Giants' interim head coach. Daboll, 20-40-1 as Giants head coach. His .336 winning percentage puts him behind Ben McAdoo. No, he had a Cheesecake Factory, that big menu he had. And Ray Perkins fired two of the three head coach coordinators and flip-flop play calling with others. Replaced 5 of 9 position coach, started 7 different quarterbacks, had a winning record with none of them. He's fired as the Giants because he didn't win. It's really that simple. No, owners, John Mara and Steve Tisch, you failed. How's the general manager still there? Because he hired him. How is he still there? Daniel Jones is gone. Saquon Barkley is gone. He drafted Evan Neal. So you think you're going to get an improved product when the general manager, the guy that's making all the decisions, he's still there. I'm not saying Brian Daboll should or should not have been fired. We'll discuss that in a minute. But I'm trying to figure out how Sean has been able to keep his damn job.
Hey, I honestly, regardless of what coach comes in there, they're probably going to get fired. They've gone through multiple coaches.
Yeah,
they've been going through multiple coaches, and for Brian Daboll to get fired is kind of somewhat understandable. He's had leading games in multiple games this season. He had leading games early in the game, and they lost on the back end. They lost on the back end. I'm talking about bad games that they should have continued to be able to have some type of success after having the leads they've had, and they squandered everyone. You mean you didn't win not one of those?
I think they've had 4 double-digit leads going into the fourth quarter, right?
Yes.
I mean, they had a 26-8, 26-9 lead over the Broncos. They had a 20-10 lead over the Bears. They had to lead with the Cowboys with like 14 seconds. The guy comes on, drew a big field goal, and they end up winning in an overtime. Oh, here it is. But, hey, Week 2, they led 13-3, lost 40-37. At the Saints, they led 14-3, lost 26-14. The Broncos, they led 26-8, lost 33-32. With the Bears, they led 20-10, lost 24-20.
Yeah. And one thing about it, we always say coaches. You can have 100 coaches, 100 different coaches coming there, and all 100 are going to get fired.
Yeah.
All 100 are going to get fired. And listen, some accountability has to be put on the players as well, but obviously the coaching staff too. And the one person who oversees all that is Brian. So at this point, it was time.
No, Brian don't coach the team. He ain't got no say. He probably didn't have any say over the final 53. He probably had no say in free agency. He probably had no say in the draft. So? Hell no. He happy to have a job.
Hold on. So it sounds like somebody, they run the show over there like that team. They got that star on their helmets.
Yes. That's why I laughed when Jerry told me he thought about hiring Sean Payton. Man, you actually think Sean Payton's going to come in there and the only thing he's going to be is a coach. He ain't going to have no say over the final 53. He's not going to have any say over the draft. He's not going to have any say of free agency. He's just going to stand there and coach. And then when things go wrong, they're going to blame him. Just like all the coaches he fired. How many coaches has he had since he fired Jimmy? Who took over after Jimmy? Was it? He had, who's that? Dave Campo? He had Dave Campo. He had Chan Gailey, who was my old position coach. He had Wade Phillips. He had Jason Garrett. Mike McCarthy. Now, he's probably had more than that.
Right.
Until.
Damn.
Hey, John Mayer, you know what I mean? When you had a lot to say about what the fans were saying, because you was reading all their mail when they was calling in and talking about Cap and all that. You read the mail. Let's read some of the mail, what they're saying about you. See if they're happy with you and what you've been able to do with this franchise.
Yeah.
Because y'all ain't been close. Since y'all got rid of, since Eli retired, you bungled that. Eli had all those consecutive starts. Then you start Geno, and then you start Eli again after you don't break the man streak.
They did that. They
Of
did that.
course they did.
Huh? You know what they doing.
Oh, Barry Switzer. Barry
doing?
Switzer came after Jimmy. So it was Barry Switzer. Then I think it was Parcells, Campbell. They had 10 coaches. Okay. So Jimmy Johnson, Barry Switzer, Chan Gailey, Dave Campo, Bill Parcells, Wade Phillips, Jason Garrett, Mike McCarthy, Brian Schottenheimer. Jimmy Johnson had a 50 winning percentage. Barry Switzer had 625. Chan Gailey was 18 and 14. Dave Campo was 15 and 33. Bill Parcells was 34 and 30. Wade Phillips was 34 and 22. Jason Garrett was 85 and 67. Mike McCarthy was 49 and 35. And Brian Schottenheimer right now is 3, 5, and 1.
The Cowboys have the shot on the part they're getting darts.
But what we're saying is that ownership plays a large part in the success of a team.
I'm glad you just said that, huh? Look at all the teams that consistently win.
The Chiefs.
Look at the Chiefs. Look at the
Ravens.
Chiefs. Look at the Patriots. Yep, the Ravens. Obviously, I'm going to throw the Packers in there because they're a winning organization. Not actually, getting Lombardi trophies, but always being in contention. Always being in contention. And another thing, if one thing that can overcome bad ownership is a great quarterback.
Yeah, but you got to pick him, and sometimes they'll mess that up.
Hey, that too. But having an elite quarterback can overcome some of the bad decision making that happens all the way upstairs.
I think the problem that Coach Daboll ran into, Ocho, is that he realized early on the only guy that can save my job is the quarterback that we drafted in the first round. But in the process of doing that, he put him in harm's way. Because, Ocho, if I'm drowning, I don't give a damn about drowning you to save myself. I'm trying to keep my head above water. So if that means you got to go down, I got to stand on your shoulders, so be it.
Right. And that's exactly
what he did. He put this kid in harm's way because he's trying to save his job. Because at the end of the day, I drafted him. Hell, I want to coach him. So in the process of putting him in harm's way, he subjected him to some hits. Jackson Dart, I've said this, and now I was early on, man, let the chat, they always want to let somebody live. Now you got your guy in the blue tent damn near every game. Because you wanted to let him live. You like that fire. I want my quarterback to have energy. Okay, now look at your quarterback. Y'all still like that, Giants fans? Because you had a lot to say. I said, you can't run like that. You can't.
No, you can't.
Can't have your quarterback being susceptible to those kind of hits. That's why they protect him his ass in the pocket. Once he leave the pocket, tee off on him. He's a running back. Now look at him. But y'all had a lot to say. We ain't had that kind of energy in a long time, and you might not have it again.
Hey, listen. Hey, honestly, too, and as a fan of the game, but watching Jackson Dart once he came in. But that was infectious.
Absolutely.
It was infectious.
But you got to be smart, though, Ocho.
You do. Now that comes on him, and that's gonna come. He's gonna get that with experience and understanding. You got to pick and choose your battles, and when you pick them, you got to pick them wisely.
Well, I hope they knock some sense into him because they damn sure knock some marbles out of him.
Oh yeah, you got to make business decisions. You got to make business decisions when you got that ball in your hands, and you cross that threshold, and you become a runner. Man, them boys is not playing with you out there, man. This is not college. Them grown men.
They're trying to break you because that's their opportunity because they can't hit your ass in the pocket like they want to. But what they can do is tee off on your ass when you're out of the pocket.
Absolutely.
But they give you something called a protection where you can slide and they can't touch you. Now, you try to be a hero and I get all that. You get up and get the first down and you do all this and you get the crowd hyped and all that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Billy Badass. I've seen it. I know what they're gonna do.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Quarterbacks are not used to taking hits like that. They're not built to take hits like that. So why would you subject yourself to taking that kind of punishment, Ocho? You're not going to take that kind of punishment.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. And it's a funny thing about it, and some of the play calling ain't helping.
No.
Some of the play calling.
Didn't I just tell you I'm drowning?
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to save my damn self. So if you drown in the process, so be it, Ocho.
Yeah, long as you save my ass,
Thank you. Why you think he calling those plays, Ocho?
Yeah.
And I get it. But Jackson Dart needs to be smarter, and they need to put an emphasis on it also. Hey, son, get down. You get the first down. Hey, I get it. It's the crowd gets energized, but the crowd will get you effed up.
Yeah,
they get you effed up.
Hey, trying to do what they want, huh?
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Let me ask you a question, Ocho. Who do you think will be a good fit? Who do you think will be a good fit for the Giants? Nah.
Okay.
I see how much money they take from you in New York. You make on $1.5 million, you bring home $747,000. Kick rocks.
Yeah, you're right.
Can I coach from Vegas? I do have all my meetings from Zoom.
I'm trying to think of a collegiate coach that would resonate very well with grown men that are in the hell, brother Lane Kiffin, huh?
Lane, you like John Gruden?
Yeah. Oh, Lane Kiffin and John Gruden. I mean, that's the only two I can think of off the top of my head.
Mike McCarthy. I heard Mike McCarthy name thrown around. What about
Hey, for that city though, that city need a coach like a Lane Kiffin and John Gruden. That's a little bit fiery. You know, a little bit has a little personality to him.
The offensive coordinator.
I think they would fit
for Washington. He was the head coach in Arizona. Cliff Kingsbury. What about Cliff Kingsbury? Now, he normally works really well with mobile, athletic quarterbacks. We saw what he did with Kyler. Right. We saw what he did, what he's done for Jaden Daniels. But would he work with a Jackson Dart? A guy that's mobile. He's not quite as athletic as Daniels and Kyler. But that might, hey. What do you think? Well, I mean, the thing is, it might be a part of, I mean, the question is, his thing is they threw it out because, you know, the commissioner wanted to hear it. Like, no, you're not finna do that. You're not finna be the arbitrator, the man suing you, and you hear your own opinion. No, hell no. So the question is with the NFL, how's that going to play out? Because this thing's going to court. So do they get a settlement, and a part of the settlement he can come back and coach, or is it a situation where we're gonna give you money and you done, you can cover the league, but you're not gonna coach in the league?
I like the John Gruden route. John Gruden and obviously Lane Kiffin, who coached him in college. I think that.
Did you just not hear what I said? He has a pending lawsuit against the NFL.
Let me tell you. There's certain rules that are bent, regardless of stuff like that going on, where they can make it happen.
If the NFL says we're going to offer you a settlement, but you cannot coach in the NFL.
Oh, okay. I see. Well, hell, you know who else has had a lawsuit against the NFL and is still coaching?
Brian Flores.
BF over there. Yeah, he's coaching.
Is he a head coach?
Okay.
Now the question is. That. He's had good defenses. You think he's going to get a job with that lawsuit? Who going to hire him? Because you do realize if he sued the league, who is he suing? One of those owners.
One of the owners, yeah.
So it's going to be a very interesting situation to see how this plays out. It's kind of like, Ocho, I got a lawsuit against you, but I want my job back. Nah, you go ahead and take this money and go head on. You ain't getting no job back.
Hey, but honestly, knowing how the NFL works, understanding the ecosystem that they do have, that brotherhood they have amongst each other, I could still see things working itself out in ways that we won't be able to explain.
Well, if the lawsuit goes away, it'll be explained. But it's just hard for me to see a scenario. Ocho, this man he wants 60, he wants $100 million. They say you ruined my reputation by leaking this stuff.
Right.
And you cost me $60 million, $70 million that was left on my contract.
Mm-hmm. Oh, all that's off the table?
He signed a 10-year, $100 million deal.
$100 million deal. Yeah, I remember that. But I thought he was still getting paid regardless.
No, you don't get. They bought it, and the thing is, Mark Davis didn't want to. He said he didn't want to. He said the NFL forced him to.
Forced him to do it? Yeah.
Who else? I hear people talk about Clint Kubiak, the offensive coordinator. Because he was the offensive coordinator in Minnesota last year. With who was his quarterback in Minnesota?
Sam Darnold.
He's the offensive coordinator in Seattle. Who's his quarterback?
Ooh, Sam Darnold. It's funny how that worked too, right?
He's going to get some strong consideration.
Mm-hmm. As the head coach.
Hey, Clint, let me get a job.
Do you really? Hey, you have to understand. Also, Clint has to look at the landscape of the New York Giants. Understand what you're working with. Understand what you had when you was out there in Minnesota. It made things easy.
Ocho.
Understand the weapons you have around you now that you were over there in goddamn Seattle. Yeah. Now, do you want to come and start all over in New York? You do have Jackson Dart, who was very exciting. Scatterbo will be back next year. Malik Neighbors. But he should be fine by the start of the season.
Who?
Malik.
Yeah, he should be. He definitely should be. But here's the thing, though, Ocho.
Yeah.
Ocho, that's still a gold standard franchise. And my first head coaching job is going to be with the New York Giants. Who turns that down?
No,
nobody. You just saw what's the guy that was at Philly last year? Yeah. He was at Dallas OC for a long time. Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore.
Ocho, he took New Orleans. He took the New Orleans job. If given a choice, you take New Orleans or you taking the Giants.
Right. I got you. But see, it's so few times that those opportunities present themselves. You have to take them when they do.
Yes.
Come. You have to take them when they come. But that's a bad one.
It's too.
That's a bad one to go into.
Where was Klein Kubiak? Because Kub got three or four boys. I know Clint and Klein, both of them coach, but Klein. He was play calling somewhere. He's at the Cowboys? Where was he last year?
Since Klein Kubiak joined the Cowboys personnel department in 2019 as a scout after spending the previous 5 years with the Broncos.
So he's still there?
And he was promoted in 22. He's still with the Cowboys.
Okay.
He's on their website. He's their national scout executive.
Okay. You got any other sons coaching?
Clint Kubiak is on the Seahawks. Which are the other names?
I don't know. I just know those two because they were little kids when I was when Cool was with me in Denver. Because they were probably like 5 or 6 when I got to Denver. Maybe they were small, really, really, really young. But and look, there are going to be some names that's going to be play.
He's the OC at the Niners.
Oh, has he been at the Niners?
He was. Yeah, he's been there since 21.
Okay.
But now he's their OC.
Okay. You see how that thing? You see how that ecosystem feed itself, Ocho?
Oh, hey, but listen, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to Ash run off all the names and the different places that they're at. Hey, it's amazing.
But all those guys, Koob, Mike gave Coob his start. When Coob got the job at the Houston Texans,
Right.
Kyle was his OC. Now, then everything
It's funny how that
he had when they was in Washington, Kyle was the OC. Sean McVay was there. Mike McDaniel was there. Raheem Morris was there. Go back and look at that. All those guys that was there, and all they do is, hey,
So if you're a coach, you should have a lot of babies.
yeah, they do. Well, hey, it's easy on them because the wife taking care of them because they ain't made not one parent-teacher conference.
Yeah.
They ain't been to no recital. They ain't been to jack. But it's tough, man, because the coach is like, hey, you leave home and the next day they graduate in high school. You done missed damn near everything.
Hey, it goes by
Hell
fast.
yeah, it does. And so, but I think there are gonna be a lot of available candidates. It's gonna be interesting to see like how these lawsuits play out with Brian Flores, how they play out with John Gruden. You know, like I think they're gonna be, Clint Kubiak is gonna get some looks. The way that offense looked in last year, and the way it's looking now.
Yeah. Hey, but will you be able to make that offense over there in New York look like that?
Rams defense, the Rams D coordinator, they ball it out.
Hey, it just makes sense. Pairing the quarterback where he had success in college, it makes too much sense to me.
What?
And bringing in brother Kiffin from Ole Miss.
No, I wasn't okay with y'all hear what y'all want to hear.
Were they not here?
No,
What they said?
but you was okay with the Broncos scoring 10 points. No, I wasn't. I was livid that they only scored 10 points against that team.
They must have skipped.
Oh,
But I get it. I get it. I'm a Bronco. You didn't tune in that night, but you tune in now, and so you hear me talk about the offense scoring, offense only scoring 10 points or 7 points. I get it. You're right. I didn't. I did though. Everybody that was here heard me say, "This is Bo Nix. That ain't good enough. That's not good enough. You never accept anything in a win. You wasn't in a loss. Y'all have heard me say that over and over. And you tell me, oh, we tired of hearing that. But y'all hear what y'all want to see. Yeah, I know a win is a win. Anybody that's really never played sports and only looks at win, I get it. That's why a lot of times, Ocho, like, I used to be like going back and forth. I was like, hold on, what the F am I doing? I'm going back and forth with somebody that never played football, let alone played on the level that I played or played at the level in which I played. Why am I talking to y'all about football?
Sometimes they don't understand.
Ocho, I had to catch myself. I said, I'm trying to explain when we got this concept, they're doing this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wait a damn minute. They don't know the difference between a screenplay and a screen porch, and here I am, I'm on goddamn on social media debating them.
Going back and forth. Hey, sometimes the way you see the game, they don't see it.
I know they don't.
A little bit different.
And that's why they have to have sound. They need somebody to tell them what's going on. I don't. Right. I know formation, I know personnel, I know coverages, I know all of that. I'm not interested that they scored. Congratulations. I need to know why they scored, how they scored, what coverage was the defense in. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, were you in 21 personnel? Were you in 12? Were you in 11? Were you in empty set? Was it a 50 protection? Was it a jet protection? Was it a 70 protection? Was it a scat protection? Were you in jumbo? And then I try to. What is that? Well, we didn't play the game. Okay, then but they quick. We didn't play the game. You should know. Captain Obvious. Well, it was Captain Obvious. Why didn't you see it?
Hey, that's funny.
So that's why Hey, and when I tweet something, Ocho, it's not that I'm either side. I'm just saying what I noticed. I tweeted in real time. I was like, how can I see that in real time? Officials at the game, they can't.
You can't.
That guy moved. Ocho, that guy was the guard before the center had even snapped the ball. He was damn near colliding with the Packer defender.
Great. Yeah. Hey, that tush push, I don't know what the refs looking at, but it was something that they said they were going to be paying attention to. They were making the call early in the season. It seemed they've stopped calling it. And it's plain as day, especially if you got two good eyes. If you got two good eyes, you can see
how they moving before the ball
as
snap.
day.
That's all you got to look at, Ocho. Hold on. His head is in front of the ball. How is that possible? I'm like,
Hey,
but
that's
hey, he
crazy.
must have been looking at his menu like, okay, wife says she wanted General Joe's chicken, some moo got pan, fried rice, some egg foo young.
Some boo moo.
I had the General Joe's chicken. I don't like the boo got pan.
What the hell is that?
At the Chinese restaurant.